Hey there. First of all, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to hear me speak to you about some important happenings in our region. I know all of you are very busy, but I assure you that this information is critical to the future of your college experience, the cost that affects your wallet, and decisions that are affecting climate change right now. The purpose of my attendance here today is just to say hello and introduce myself. But I also want to share with you some important information about Student Senate for California Community Colleges, to talk to you about the importance of resolutions, and finally, to share a flyer for a video game tournament on May 19th that will be open to all Hartnell students, their families, and our community members. So let's get started. A little about me. My name is Daniel Porta. I'm a returning college student and a computer science major here at Hartnell College. I like football, video games, barbecue, and having drinks with friends and family. You can check out this short video cartoon I made about me when you get a chance. You can go ahead and click that link or type in the URL onto your website, your favorite web browser. Now, a little bit about SSCCC. SSCCC is an acronym for the Student Senate for California Community Colleges, and some information about my role. I am vice chair of the Student Senate for California Community Colleges of Region 4, which represents Hartnell College students and 10 other college campuses and over 300,000 students in this part of California. As vice chair, it's my primary duty to step up in the absence of the regional affairs director. I also maintain records like committee memberships. I collect reports and also serve as the chair of the Regional Internal Affairs Committee. Generally, we meet every 15th and 30th of each month, so you can expect an announcement for the next week's meeting very soon. Today, I want to talk to you about a resolution I'd like to propose. But first, I want to let you know that Region 4 is a part of 10 other regions of community colleges that make up about 2 million students across the state of California. And if you visit the website of ssccc.org and you click on who we are, you can see that it's posted and written that SSCCC is committed to meeting the following requirements of Education Code Section 76060.5. 1, establish a sustainable foundation for statewide community college student representation and advocacy, promote institutional and organizational memory, ensure and maintain responsible community college student organizational oversight and decision-making, strengthen regional approaches for community college students' representation and coordination, promote and enhance student opportunities for engagement in community college student issues and affairs, to provide for open and public transparency and accountability, and finally, to support student participation and engagement in statewide higher education policy and advocacy activities. Every year, student representatives from every community college in the state of California gather at SSCCC General Assembly, where students and stakeholders discuss ideas, debate, and pass resolutions or language, if you prefer, on issues important to us. It is in this context that I would like to promote a resolution I'm currently working on and invite members of this class to help in its drafting. The name of this resolution is the hybrid model as key component to equitable participation, saving precious time and money, and reducing CO2 and NO2 pollutants into the atmosphere. Now, there are many resolutions that I support that my colleagues are working on, such as expanding Cal Grant funding time limits, addressing affordable housing, creating a more robust renters and tenants' rights support system, equitable access, and supporting students with disabilities. One resolution that I'm currently working on is about the continued support for hybrid models in a work, academic, and governance environment, specifically for associated student body, SSCCC, and class meetings. Now, hybrid models, by their nature, are inclusive forms of collaboration. They allow for those who live near each other to gather and allow those who are farther away or have a disability or simply cannot afford the time or treasure to travel to an in-person meeting to gather and participate. With gas at over $6 a gallon, on or around $6 a gallon, a push for closed in-person meetings, for student governance, and participation in activities makes it harder for our students to participate in an affordable manner. Not only this, but according to a body of research by NASA and peer-reviewed reports by Chemical and Engineering News, there has been a substantial decrease in CO2 and NO2 emissions. And these pollutants have long been known to damage our air quality and contribute to global warming. If you've ever asked yourself, what can I do about global warming? Well, folks, this is it. This is your chance to have a direct impact. With your vote and support and voice, you can help reduce carbon emissions into our atmosphere by giving our students the option to continue and allow Zoom options, not only for health reasons, but also for financial, equitable, and environmental reasons as well. I ask that you continue to support resolutions and your fellow students that encourage adopting the hybrid model as a permanent part of our academic engagement and as an additional layer of engagement for students to participate in student government and associated student events, as well as class and other types of events. The hybrid model allows equitable access by saving gas money for students. Students who struggle with disabilities and students who are already working hard to budget their precious time and treasure to do well in school and balance their other commitments. Plus, there is the added benefit of reducing harmful pollutants in the atmosphere that is hazardous to our air quality and to global warming. Ladies and gentlemen, it is simple actions like allowing hybrid meetings, just like this one, that will save students precious dollars and help turn the tide of a future climate disaster. The pandemic is still very real, and I can personally attest to the seriousness of this, as I myself was diagnosed with COVID-19 despite having been vaccinated this semester. I encourage members of this council, or members of this class, I encourage members of this class to stand and support the economic, environmental, and physical health of all fellow community college students. And with your support, your voice, your vote, make a direct impact on CO2 emissions and NO2 emissions, and help support the voice of your fellow students at the Castroville, Soledad, and King City Hartnell campuses by supporting a resolution for a hybrid model. A model that makes room for both in-person and online student representation. Based on my observations of these class meetings, I can see that this group is an example of the inclusiveness and effectiveness of this model. So I encourage you to stand with your fellow community college students across the state of California and support for a hybrid model resolution. Thank you. I want to thank you for your time and patience, and would like to conclude my presentations on a very positive note. Now let me take off my SSCCC hat for a minute and talk to you about a co-op event that Hartnell College students are working on. Science Voices strives to help overlooked communities improve their ability to teach, learn, and use science through the co-development of new tools and providing learning experiences. Greenworks, a Science Voices project, helps teach students across the world, at home and abroad, about science and governance, diplomatic and negotiation skills, and how to develop effective community environmental projects. To support these efforts and promote creativity in the arts and science, there will be a video game competition, virtual reality headsets, and a real drone quadricopter, and a guest speaker from NASA. I invite you to take this digital flyer and share it with other students, your family members, and members of your community. The goal is to build regional team spirit and foster excitement in science, computer programming, and diplomacy. So please support us by attending the event online or in person, or registering for the video game tournament to help fund the nonprofit Science Voices to engage a larger audience for its stated goals. We are looking for people who want to play, organize future fun events, and coders to potentially participate in our simulation development project. This goal will be accomplished by bringing together the powerful minds of California community colleges in a fun, inclusive setting, one that will serve as a platform for competitive play, healthy discussions, and brainstorming solutions and tackling important issues facing students in their communities at home and worldwide. I encourage you to click the link, browse the web, to donate, compete in our tournament, or just show up for a good time. So come out and show your support for your colleagues, for some prize money, and check out our awesome guest speaker from NASA, Edward Gonzalez. You can click on the link to the event, which will be held online and in person, at the King City campus, the Soledad campus, and the Salinas campus location at the link shown above. My name is Daniel Orta, Vice Chair of Region 4, and thank you for your time.